Hey, what's up, guys? Jake here. I found this game on Kickstarter, Alpha's Adventures, and it looked like a bunch of frickin' anime garbage. So, naturally, I decided I'd check out the demo. So, let's get going. We'll do Lori's demo, because that's on top. Space. Can confirm this is what space looks like. It's so hard to believe now that such a place was once considered the final frontier of humanity. I can only vaguely recall the details, but apparently the idea of exploring it was once a really big deal. I imagine it had a lot to do with the rising ego of humanity. Everyone was kicking up a huge fuss over potentially being the first species to lay claim to land outside of Earth. It makes me wonder how much Earth must have sucked back then, considering the effort required to try and leave it. It was terrible, can confirm. Speaking as an Earthling, it's pretty bad down here. We've managed to come a long way since then. A series of great scientific advancements have made it possible for almost anyone to get whatever their imagination desires, provided they can afford it. Wow, that's pretty good. It's all thanks to every possible comfort being made available right here on Earth that no one cares about discovering the unknown anymore. Oh, so everything's cool on Earth now, I guess? Despite all my monologuing, even I don't really give a damn about it. Great start, so nobody cares about what's gonna happen in this stupid fucking game. Amazing. I'm simply feigning interest because of the one person who does happen to care. Who? I've had my eye on them for a while now. Ooh. The woman catapulted into the public eye for declaring she would single-handedly make the world care about space once more. How exciting. With some interviews here and a few public appearances there, she managed to gain enough of a following to realize her aim of space exploration. Thus, the star Captain Iori was born. I assume it's an L. Shouldn't this be capitalized? It's like her first name, yeah? With the date for her maiden voyage being announced at a worldwide press conference, I feared my chances at getting to know her better were rapidly slipping away. Don't you just hate it when you fall in love with a girl and then she fucking goes to space? Like, come on, that's just rude, you know? There was no way I was gonna let her get the better of me before we'd even met. You haven't even met her and you were gonna fucking... How are you gonna manage that? She's a fucking famous space captain and you're probably just some nerd. Luckily for me, I had contacts in some rather high places who still owed me favors. By calling every last one of them in, I was able to forcefully worm my way into her crew. Since she was determined to spearhead the entire voyage herself, she apparently took the news very badly. I have no idea if she's gotten over it yet. She was gonna go into space completely alone? That's a terrible idea. Are we the only two on the ship? Because that bodes well for our relationship, yeah? There's only one way for me to find out. I wrote her a poem. It's time to introduce myself. Finally time to introduce myself. Why was it different colors a second ago? I don't know what just happened. The fact that we chose to prioritize being able to travel instantaneously over discovering new planets really says a lot about the state of this world. Does it? I mean, traveling instantaneously seems pretty good, especially since, presumably, you could travel instantaneously to other planets, depending on what this instantaneous transport entails. I'm fed up of thinking of all this stuff, though. My long-anticipated meeting with Captain Iori is here at last. Is it Lori or Iori? I'm gonna stick with Lori because that's easier to say. Hey, your new crewmate has finally arrived. Why don't you come out and say hello? God fucking damn, look at that fucking six-pack, dude. Just fucking putting me to shame. Her not being here upon my arrival has dampened my spirits quite a bit. Yeah, and you look like a fucking idiot just walking in and talking to an empty room. I wonder if she's still mad. She probably is. I'd be mad. Whoa, 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 whoa. I feel like she is not getting her money's worth out of this jacket. But, I mean, whatever. You dare give me orders? Such insolence, not knowing your place. She's gazing intently at my face, regarding me as if I were some sort of feral beast. Wow, that's pretty savage. Even so, that cold glare of hers is pretty nice. Yeah, I love cold glares. Glaring back into those piercing blue eyes is certainly something I can get used to. I think I should make one final effort to introduce myself. Well, considering you haven't made any effort so far, you should do that, yeah. My name is Alpha, by the way. I'm pleased to finally meet your acquaintance, Captain. I only refer to by name people I acknowledge as being worthy of my respect. You, being quite a remarkable specimen of scum, are not one of them. Well, at least I no longer have to wonder over whether or not she's kept that grudge. If I'm to have any chance of gaining the upper hand here, I'll have to rebuke her harshly. Wow, what a way to introduce yourself. You certainly don't disappoint. I'd like to point out that I made no such orders, though. The greeting was merely a suggestion. Good save, Alpha, good save. One which would be expected of any captain to make towards a new recruit, I might add. Silence! Regardless of your intentions, you still have disrespected my authority. As my subordinate, I demand you carry yourself in a more respectful manner towards me. God damn, dude. I feel like she should wear something different. It's very distracting, and it doesn't make this a very professional environment. I certainly didn't expect her to start asserting her authority over me right off the bat, but that makes things more fun for me. I mean, whatever you're into, bro. If you're gonna demand my respect, why don't you start acting in a way befitting of it? Wow, so is this how we want this whole relationship to go? We just yell at each other? That's fantastic. I've been here less than 5 minutes, in which you initially refused to greet me, then instantly insulted me for suggesting you should. How is that in any way the type of behavior I ought to respect? Heh, how are you gonna take that? Will that glare of yours falter at all? Yeah, she closed her eyes. This is precisely why I said I would not let anyone else on board. I knew a mere commander wouldn't be able to comprehend the majesty of my command. Do you really think you could fly an entire spaceship by yourself? Because that's just crazy town. Is this blatant cop-out of an answer really the best you could come up with? Yeah, we came into space for her. Come on, we can do so much better. It's far too soon for you to disappoint me. I refuse to let it end like this. What, did I just spray her with cologne? Captain, report to the starboard helm immediately. We are entering debris-ridden territory. The likelihood of direct impact currently sits at 50%. Oh, so we do have a crew. So why the fuck is she upset with me? I'm just another person on the ship, yeah? Whoopsies. An intriguingly charming, yet slightly metallic feminine voice reverberates through the speakers. Damn, is everyone on the ship a girl? Although my curiosity has been piqued, it's easy to tell that Lori is in no mood to entertain anything I have to ask. I sense another presence on board. Is our new recruit here already? I would like to extend to you a warm welcome. How did I get here? Were they already in space? Did I fucking teleport up there? Did I bring my own spaceship? The whimsical tone to her last words makes me question their sincerity. We hope you'll enjoy your stay on board. Aiko, now is not the time for your idle chit-chat. Would you please cease interacting with her and focus on your work instead? Wow, she has some crazy fucking eyes right here. Aye, ma'am. Work mode engaged. Since Lori addressed her personally, I have to wonder how close she is with this Aiko. I must admit, I didn't expect to run into a rival so soon. Not that it matters. I won't let anyone get in the way of claiming what I want. Even if it means I have to seduce her, too. Yeah, why not? We'll just fuck everyone on the whole ship. That's always how I solve my problems. I wonder if we'll be properly introduced anytime soon. I'd like to be able to scope her out. Although given Lori's visible annoyance at her welcoming me, it doesn't look like it'll be happening anytime soon. As you've heard, I have much more pressing matters than your arrival to attend to. Heed this order. Stay out of my way. I have no room for your incompetence here. Whoa, I'm very good at space. I'm the best at space, you might even say. And then she fucking skedaddled. Amazing. It's a shame you've yet to realize how badly I take to being told what to do. Ignoring her request entirely, I calmly stride towards Lori, making sure to position myself directly behind her. The more I read it, the more I'm sure it's not Lori, because it's gotta be a capital I. Iori? We're going with Iori. Upon sensing my presence, Iori's shoulders visibly tense up. What do you think you're playing at? I told you to stay away from me. Sorry, I didn't catch that. What's the problem with me being near you exactly? Your breathing is hitting my neck, and it's distracting me from my work. So grant me a favor and cease it, would you? What a grandiose way of telling someone to stop breathing. I feel like teasing her a bit for that. I get it now. This is your little way of seeing how long I can hold my breath for, right? Rest assured, long enough to have you writhing in ecstasy. Wow, that is very forward. But you know what? I like your spunk, Alpha. You know, go get him. You're a real go-getter. She instantly lets out an audible gasp, then attempts to cover it up by faking a cough. It saddens me greatly I wasn't able to see her face, but I'll have to make do for now. A sudden jolt of pain spreads through my stomach, making me grunt aloud. Wow, I can't believe she fucking punched me in the gut. What a surprise. Whoops! Seems we've run into some sudden turbulence. I look down to see Lori's elbow lodged firmly against my abs. Is she hiding a dagger inside that glove of hers? It's seriously impressive she managed to inflict pain upon me using nothing but her arm strength. Yeah, because most people have trouble inflicting damage with a punch. What? She must follow a lifting regimen. I'm suddenly filled with a newfound respect for her. Even so, the amount is insignificant enough to stop me from retaliating. Yeah, punch her in the mouth. That's how you fucking win over girls' hearts. It's about time someone taught this woman a lesson in humility. You know, that bit of unexpected pain really helped clear my mind. You're in the middle of navigating through this debris patch, right? What kind of results would we face if we hit? I mean, probably we'd get hit by an asteroid and die, right? I mean, we're in space. It's pretty bad out there. The damage would be fairly significant. The kind I cannot afford to repair as of now. What, will we be able to afford it later? Are we coming into a bunch of space credits later? So, it'd be really bad if you suddenly lost control of navigation. You're really so much of a dolt that I have to dumb myself down for you? Yes. Yes, it would be bad for the ship to get hit right now. Presumably, as it always would be. Because, you know, we don't want our ship to get hit by stuff. Iori's tone is practically dripping with sarcasm. In other words, you wouldn't want to let go of those controls, no matter what. Is this like the pilot chair? Of course I don't want to lose control over my own vessel, you idiot! That's all I needed to hear. Whoa! Whoa! Wow! So that's happening. I mean, maybe if she zipped this all the way up, that wouldn't have been quite so easy. The shock registers instantly on Iori's face as she realizes I've grabbed a hold of her. What do you think you're doing? What does it look like I'm doing? I'm groping you. Well, at least she was clear. I didn't think your panic stuttering would sound this adorable. My breathing gets slightly heavier in response. I don't approve of this. Let go of me this instant. Request rejected. I haven't even had a fair feel yet. Man, she doesn't even know my name yet, does she? This really hit the ground running. I didn't think this would happen. As to be expected of such a sizable pair, her breasts have quite a bit of weight to them. They're even softer than I imagined they would be. Wow, that's great. I'm so happy for you. Despite being exposed, the heat radiating from them is great. Super duper. Enough to cause my own face to flush. Whilst I'm thoroughly enjoying myself here, Iori, on the other hand, appears to be shell-shocked by my sudden actions. That's really weird. You would have thought she would have seen this coming, you know? I thought I telegraphed it pretty well. I've managed to catch her entirely off guard. I can feel Iori tremble slightly with every breath she takes. Yeah, now we got her. The amount of stimulation going on is really too much for my libido to handle. With the sudden interruption of the intercom, it appears that Aiko has something else to say. I can't help but suspect her timing is on purpose. Captain, I wish to report that since you saw fit to relinquish direct control of navigation without warning, I chose to take over on autopilot in your absence. Is she the computer? Yo, that's dope. She's like the Edie of Sex Ship 872. I'm also detecting a distinct rise in your body temperature. Is something the matter? Why don't you go ahead and answer her, Captain? I'm fine. Just leave me alone and get back to work. Yeah, she's got a fever, okay? Just be chill. Aye, ma'am. Turning a blind eye to how needlessly rude and irresponsible you're being mode engaged. Man, we are really just gonna hang on this image for a while, huh? Wow, I didn't know this Aiko had such bite to her. Were my hands not currently occupied? I might have had an interest in her for it. Might have had... What does this sentence mean? I have absolutely no idea what this is trying to say. Maybe that I'd want to fuck the intercom lady too? I don't fucking know. You... at least answer me honestly. Why are you doing this to me? Man, you know, you could probably do something about this situation. I don't think you have to just accept this as what's happening, right? You're pretty strong. You lift, apparently. Why? It's just the kind of person I am. If I see something I want, I take it. So the type of person we're playing as is a rapist, right? Like, that's kind of what's going on here. I'm pretty sure this isn't okay. We should call, like, the space cops. If you want to rationalize it, then just think of it as vengeance for you treating me so coldly earlier. Yeah, if someone's rude to me, this is always the best solution. This gets them. They never see this shit coming. I knew it! You really are nothing but a piece of scum. I mean, fucking obviously, this is happening. Who goes and molests someone they just met simply because they were cold to them? You're sick! I mean, guilty, right? Oh, I'm already well aware of that. You blatantly pointing it out only serves to arouse me further. Man, this game is fucking creepy as shit, man. It certainly is amusing to be trading blows back and forth like this while I'm still groping her. Yeah, I can't believe this is still going on. Lori's body is shaking tremendously now, her chest heaving with short yet heavy breaths. It seems she's being fueled by nothing but her righteous anger. I can't... She begins to speak, then suddenly stops, as if her words dried up before they could leave her lips. Seeing her come undone like this is immensely satisfying, and knowing it's all because of me is insanely sensual. The hesitation in her voice makes my pulse quicken. I want to hear more of it. My dear Iori. Iori? This name thing is gonna bother me forever. Allow me to give you the push you clearly need to express yourself. Oh my, could it be? Has the great Iori lost her nerve to one as lowly as I? In your dreams, as if I would ever fall to the likes of you. I don't know, man, you seem to be in a pretty compromised position right now. With just a little egging on, she's managed to regain her composure enough to spit those words out and snort disdainfully at me. Oh yeah? Then won't you go ahead and finish that earlier sentence of yours? I'm all ears. Iori suddenly freezes up again, before sighing loudly and letting her shoulders relax into a slump. It seems she's resigned herself to something. Well, she's clearly resigned herself to this, since it's been going on for about 10 hours now. I was merely going to blurt out that I can't believe someone like you is the first person to have ever touched my chest. Really? You are taking it incredibly well, considering you don't know my name yet, and this is illegal, and you're like a space captain, and you should have been driving the ship through an asteroid field. Like, there's more pressing matters right now. Her words resound as a softly spoken, defeated whisper. They leave me absolutely dumbfounded. This information is not according to expectations. Oh look, now she's sad. I pull on my hair slightly to make sure everything up until now hasn't been some sort of elaborate dream on my part. I'm still here! Ah, I can hardly believe my luck. This is bad. I'm beginning to lose my composure. Well, that's weird. You wouldn't want her to see you uncomposed. It's hard not to at such an unexpected revelation. These hands of mine have been granted an exceptional honor. Yeah, it's like being knighted by the queen, but better, right? To learn I'm the first person to have ever laid claim to the glorious breasts of the Captain Iori. Obviously, we need to gloat about it. This is a significant development. This is the best day of my life! I promise to treasure this moment for as long as I live. Hang on, wait, I have a camera in my back pocket. I'll take a selfie. I'll Instagram this, it'll be amazing. Their size, their weight, their softness, I'll immortalize them all within the deepest reaches of my mind. What kind of nonsense are you blabbering about? Look how happy she is. You touched me without my explicitly enthusiastic consent, robbing me of an important milestone in the process, yet this is your reaction? Do you really think I was gonna be bothered? Considering I already did this. I'm willing to commit space sex crimes. Yep, I'm pretty great, aren't I? Great's not the word I would use. Disgusting, weird, perverted sex criminal is probably a little more accurate. Enough! You may have managed to catch me off guard due to my inexperience. Inexperience has nothing to do with this. This is just a weird, not even weird, just creepy, gross, and still weird situation. But now I'm putting an end to this farce once and for all. Oh yeah? What are you gonna do about kill her? Before I even have a chance to finish my witty remark, I'm hit square in the face. Well, who could have seen that coming? That probably should have happened about, 10 years ago. The impact pushes my body backwards, forcing me to loosen my hold on Ari's breasts. Oh no, what a shame. Ignoring the pain, my mind is still trying to piece together what just happened. You groped her and so she punched you in the mouth. I don't think it's that hard to put together. I was only teasing her a little. Sure, I may have gotten carried away and gone too far. Just a little bit, though. That was like a normal interaction, with someone you just met who doesn't know your name. That's like a normal thing to do, It's how they say hi in space. But was assaulting me in turn really such a necessary reaction? Yes, it was. You assaulted her first. It seems not just reasonable, but you probably deserve worse. What a violent woman! A little feistiness is fine, but this borders on ferocity. And then again, it's not as if I'm in any position to take the moral high ground here. You don't fucking say. As the pain subsides, my vision slowly returns. Oh, you managed to regain consciousness? What a shame. Just space her, dude. Just shove her out the fucking airlock and send her out there. I feel like... I mean, this is just the demo version, but this is just... Her eyes and stuff just look weirdly low res. I don't want to talk shit about this game. Except for the creepy, rapey stuff that just happened. I'm fine with talking shit on that. It's really bad. But whatever. Anyways, I'm instantly greeted by Iori disdainfully peering at me. I don't know why I just said disdainfully so weird. It's because I can't read. Despite the strained atmosphere, it's nice to be able to appreciate her looks up close. Yeah, thank God for that. We didn't get quite a close enough look 10 seconds ago, yeah? I suppose it's mildly impressive you managed to take a headbutt to the face standing. She headbutted me! What a fucking badass! Seriously, she should throw this chick out the space lock. My eyes must still be acting up. There's no way Iori would blush because of me. So that's what that was. Sorry, again, forgot how to read. Satisfied my condition is stabilized, Iori distanced herself from me. Really? You're still gonna wear it like that? You don't want to zip that up a little more? Maybe get a jumpsuit that actually fits? No? Okay. I'm not here to tell you what to do, man. Humph. This must be the strength of stupidity at work. I'll never forgive you for this, but now we're even. Now, that's what you call even. You headbutted me. That's all it fucking takes for you to think that's even? I should be in jail for like 90 years or something. That was gross and weird and illegal and terrible. What? I don't, whatever. Whatever. I feel I'm learning a lot about how her moral standards work. Pull a stunt like that again, though, and I won't be able to guarantee you'll make it home alive. The fact she can spout such a line with a smile on her face is far more fearsome than her physical outburst. For now, I think the best course of action for my own safety is to leave her to it. After all, I have plenty to think about within the privacy of my own cabin. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking spank it. Or something. Ha! Whoops, that's not her voice. Ha! Got it. A shrill yet triumphant voice suddenly interrupts my sleep. Oh, come on! You may hate my guts, but there's no need to be this rude. Yeah, I would never be rude to you. If she wants to use my sleeping face as fuel for her... Lascivious? Sure, lascivious desires. All she had to do was ask. There was no need to go behind my back and sneak into my cabin like this. Well, I suppose not everyone can be as thoughtful as I am. This main character is a real piece of shit. I can't help but wonder how she managed to break in undetected in the first place. You say undetected. We detected her quite distinctly. Does her status as captain grant her unlimited access to all areas of the ship? Probably. If so, then this is quite the gross misuse of such authority. Yeah, how dare she violate you in such a way? Part of me feels I shouldn't expect any different from her, though. Yeah, she's really weird and is weird about boundaries. Just you wait. I'm gonna avenge my lost purity. She's close enough for her voice to tickle my ears. I thought we were already even. She headbutted me, right? And we all agreed that was even though that didn't make sense. Doesn't she at least have the tact to try to whisper? I'm pretending to be asleep here. Wait a minute. Does that mean she's here to get revenge for what I did earlier? No, she's probably here to eat some cereal. She heard you had Cheerios and she's gonna steal them. I can't believe the nerve of this woman. Was headbutting me not enough for her? No, it wasn't. Because you did the sex crimes. Which is the real bad thing. And headbutting is, we'll say, a minor offense. Her lust for violence must truly be insatiable. It makes me wish she really was here to take advantage of me instead. I need to steel myself. She's probably going to try to strangle me. I'll have to take her by surprise and... I'm going to feed you a taste of your own poison. So an eye for an eye and a breast for a breast, as the old saying goes. This is quite the turn of events. I like where this is going. Why would she think this is the right way to get back at the weird sex pervert? I'd best steel myself for a rather different kind of attack. Wow, wow, wowie, wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. That's a lot more than I bargained for. You brought this on yourself, using such underhandedly filthy tactics on me. Yeah, you fucking show her, dude. She'll hate this. I guess. I'm left with no choice but to one-up you this way. I want to argue that she could have simply left it alone rather than stoke the fire by retaliating. But for now, I'd much rather keep quiet and see how far she's willing to take this. Pretty far, I'd say.
Ha! How do you like it? You're entirely at my mercy.
I'm glad she seems to be having fun at least. I think I owe her a good time. Yeah, you know what? Good for you, I guess. From the way she's awkwardly placing her hands on my breasts, it's clear she hasn't done this before. No, that is crazy town. I'm really curious to know why such a beautiful woman would decide to be chaste in this day and age. Because she was doing space stuff! She was fucking busy, dude! We're not all just weird space perverts. Then again, it really could just be a matter of her not letting anyone touch her breasts. In addition to never having been with a woman before, there is also that she could just be straight. That's possible. I'm not gonna cast her as the Virgin Mary just yet, as much as the idea amuses me. I suppose I've let this situation gone on for long enough. It doesn't seem like I'll get much more out of it. Are you quite finished? I was hoping to get some sleep tonight.
Why are you awake?
I don't know. I was gonna get a glass of water. Nothing else in this situation could have woken me up. You know you were talking, right? Well, this proves my earlier assumption incorrect. Now she really is blushing because of me. I've never been happier to be wrong. Your entry wasn't exactly subtle. If you want to learn how to sneak into a lady's room undetected, I'll be happy to teach you.
Creepy sex pervert! What is wrong with you? As if I would want to learn such a useless thing. I'm only here to humiliate you as you did to me.
Yeah, fucking got her, dude. I know I've caused her enough grief for one day, but my urges to tease her just won't go away. Well, you're not doing a very good job of that, are you? I'm not uncomfortable in any way. Yeah, did you really think she would care about this? Considering the situation earlier? You remember that?
Why not? This is supposed to be demeaning for you.
I'm afraid you'll have to try harder than that.
Is that a challenge? If it is, I'll have to get serious about this.
Yeah, fucking bring out the big guns. Seeing her get serious, eh? This should be entertaining. It is. Go ahead and show me what you're capable of.
Show me your moves. With pleasure. How's this? Still feeling comfortable, are we?
I don't know what changed. I wasn't paying enough attention, apparently. Her grip on my chest suddenly increases. Her fingers lodged firmly around my nipples. Got it. Noted. Hey! You can't just suddenly increase the pressure like that. She can, she did, and she is.
What do you mean I can't? You never set any rules, so suck it up.
It seems I've made a serious error in judgment. Did you really not see this as a possibility? I don't know what else you thought she was gonna do.
It's common sense to agree to a preset list of rules before agreeing to a challenge, but you'll have to learn that the hard way.
I can't believe I've let her gain the upper hand like this. I refuse to go down without a fair fight. Headbutter. Well, this is happening now. No rules, huh? I like the sound of that. Got her. Boom.
I should have known you'd retaliate like this.
Yeah, uh-huh. Yes, you really should have. Perhaps all this embarrassment is clouding that perfect judgment of yours. You know, this is like the second conversation we've had with this character, right? Like, this game is gross. To my surprise, Iori doesn't instantly retort back. It looks like she's taking a moment to reevaluate her current position. Yeah, it's almost like she didn't think this one through at all, yeah? Perhaps to her this is some sort of elaborate chess game, and she's choosing to wait before taking her next move. Queen to e5, that's what I always do, man.
Ha! You really are an idiot, as if I'd fall for the same trick twice.
Got her. Those are decoy boobs. Loudly declaring this, her hold on my breast rapidly changes into a death-like vice grip. Ugh, that is quite the hand strength. Yeah, she's been training for years. The pain forces me to cry out, making my face flush. I shouldn't have let my guard down in front of her. Rookie move, bro.
Of course. How else do you think I'm capable of flying this vessel alone? A captain has to have strong hands.
That's what they teach you at the academy. I'm not sure how much more I can take of her groping at this kind of pressure. Even if I don't want to concede, I can try to strike some sort of deal with her. Yeah, let's try diplomacy.
What do you want from me? I'm willing to bargain here. There's a nice note of desperation within your voice. It suits you well.
Hey, I'm being serious.
If you have to ask what I want, you won't be able to give it to me.
Yeah, just give her a high five.
Try me.
At this point, I'd be willing to do almost anything to appease her.
I want you to show me some damn remorse. You robbed me of my first time. It was never yours to take.
All right, I'm sorry. Really? You just want an apology? I really hope that rushed apology sounded sincere. It did not.
What for?
For robbing you of your first sexual experience.
It should have been with someone you love. Oh, she doesn't love me? Wow, ouch.
Iori's face suddenly crinkles in disgust.
You think I'm mad at you for such a ridiculous notion?
I mean, kind of, a little bit. That seemed to be the situation.
I'm infuriated with you because you dared lay your filthy, lower-class hands upon me.
Okay, now you're just being classist. That's not cool. Now we're both in the wrong.
Not because of something as trivial as love. Anyone with an ounce of wisdom knows it doesn't truly exist.
Proudly declaring this as if it were a fact, she flashes a small grin.
Why, it's no wonder that someone like you would believe in it.
Is she supposed to say this? Whatever. As much as I'm appreciating this lecture, I would like to politely point out I've done as you asked.
So would you please kindly consider removing your death grip?
Seriously, any more of this and I'll end up passing out.
Right. My apologies. I suppose I got caught up in trying to educate someone as clueless as you.
Thanks, I guess. It is nice to learn more about your worldview.
Golly gee, I love when we talk about our feelings. Of course it is. People are always dying to get close to me.
Now that I've formally met her, we have not really formally met her, pretty sure she still doesn't know our name, I can certainly see why. Still, I have to wonder who previously heard Iori for her to feel this way about love. A former lover, perhaps? Although it's hard to imagine her deeming anyone as being worthy of her. And again, seeing as I'm the first person to have touched her breasts, her past relationships can't have been too serious.
So, what should we do now? I'm hardly used to situations like these.
Well, I mean, since you're here, as much as I'm enjoying us casually groping one another, it's to be expected that with her goal achieved, she'd want to stop. Well, I guess we should call a truce. Are you okay with that? She stays silent for a moment, as if she were weighing up her options.
I find your suggestion acceptable, so let's proceed.
I've never done this before. How does one hold a truce exactly? First you wave a white flag, and then you stop grabbing each other's tits. It's pretty easy. I feel slightly embarrassed about having to ask her for help, but I have no choice.
It is mandatory for two parties to shake hands upon calling a mutual truce. Since you're inexperienced, I'll take the lead from here.
Yeah, she probably doesn't know what a handshake is. Iori somehow awkwardly places her palm within mine. Her handshake has a firm grip to it. I'm suddenly reminded of her true strength. Yeah, she's got strong hands. Remember, we discussed this. Now that I think about it, this is my first time shaking hands with someone else.
Really?
I was joking about you not knowing how to shake hands. How have you not shaken anyone's hand?
That would explain why you're so bad at this, then.
Choosing to ignore her remark, I close my eyes instead to clear my head.
With this temporary truce called, I'll bid you good night. Although I'm hardly ecstatic about it, I'll see you in the morning.
Good night, Captain. Satisfied with my response, Iori promptly exits the room. Despite the awkward atmosphere between us, I do feel as if I've gotten just a bit closer to Iori. Just a bit. You know, we're not really on a first-name basis yet, but we'll get there. Where this newfound intimacy will lead us, I don't know. All I can do is hope that at some point during this trip, I'll get to know her better than anyone else in this world. We're on a ship, there's no world.
That's the end of this route, folks. How did you fancy your trip through the cosmos? Have you by chance already fallen for Iori's charms?
Yeah, she seems like a real fucking go-getter.
That reminds me, she told me to inform you that her name is written as Iori, not Lori.
Where were you at the beginning of this game? I spent the first half of this fucking video calling her the wrong name.
She heard some people were mispronouncing her name, and I was informed I'd never hear the end of it unless I corrected them. So do me a favor and remember it, would you? I'm glad to finally get that out of the way.
Seriously, open with that fucking shit.
She made me, so I'm obliged to speak kindly of her. However, those same restrictions do not apply to Alpha. Which I'm thankful for, as I have a few thoughts about her that I'd like to share.
Okay, before we go any further, I'm just going to go ahead and address the fact that there's a very classily dressed cat talking to us right now. I don't know if that's normal or weird to you guys, but I think it's a bit out of the ordinary.
She's quite the disagreeable person, isn't she? Thanks to Iori's standoffish nature, I suppose it was only natural they would clash. It makes me wonder if Iori had been more submissive type of woman, if things would still have worked out like this. My assumption is that it wouldn't. Humans are nothing but products of their own environment, and Alpha is exactly the type to give as good as she gets.
Oh, Alpha. Classic Alpha, am I right?
Perhaps in this alternate scenario, Alpha would have been much more subdued in her approach to romance. What I'm trying to convey with all this is that one shouldn't judge a person solely by their behavior, but do so with consideration of their circumstances too.
Fuck that. You can judge a person by their behavior. That's like the most important thing to judge them by.
The path ahead of you has already been prepared. Even so, you can still make a difference. I hope you'll choose wisely when that time comes. Then again, why should you listen to someone like me? I'm nothing but a cheap imitation of what you already are.
What? Hello? She's just a pretend cat person?
Just in case you are interested in what I have to say, I have one final word of advice. When all the paths have been opened, watch out for my in-law.
Okay, bye. Good talk. Good shit. Okay, well this game's way creepier and grosser than I would have expected, but that's the end of that first route. So thank you guys so much for watching, I really appreciate it. If you like that, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you're interested in this game, check it out on Kickstarter. There's a few days left in their campaign, so go back them or whatever. Yeah. See ya.